When I started my agency, these copywriting techniques helped me land my first clients. Now, as my team writes emails for our e-commerce brands, these same copywriting techniques help us always deliver results above the industry benchmarks and drive millions of dollars in email revenue for our clients. Copywriting is probably the most powerful skill that you can have. Let me give you an example. Imagine you're scrolling through Instagram and you come across two different ads for the same product. Are you going to click the one on the right or on the left? Or take this example. The one on the left is how most brands addressed COVID when it first happened. The one on the right is more real. Which one speaks to you better? If you felt frustrated about how your marketing campaigns are performing, despite the hours that you've put into them, the missing ingredient might be copywriting. In this video, I'll show you 7 specific copywriting strategies that you can start using right now to drive more clicks and conversions. By the end of the video, you'll have a clear checklist that you can use for all of your writing. Are you ready? Before we jump in, please take 1 second to like this video and subscribe to my channel to help me move up the YouTube algorithm. As soon as you're done, let's dive right in. Copywriting tip number 1, focus on benefits. This is the most important rule of marketing overall and copywriting in particular. People don't care about your product. They care about what it does for them. One of the frequent rookie mistakes in copywriting is to focus on the features rather than the benefits of your product. For example, let's say you're writing copy for a new blender. For a random person on your email list, it's not obvious how the new powerful motor of your blender will make their life better. So instead of saying this blender has a powerful motor, write say goodbye to chunky smoothies and hello to silky smooth blends. When you focus on the benefits, you tap into the reader's emotions and give them a clear picture of how your product will solve their problem and make their life better. Another way to focus on the benefits is to use stories and case studies. Share real-life examples of how your products have helped others and let your customers imagine themselves in those stories. By doing so, you'll create an emotional connection with your audience and they will be more likely to take action. Tip number 2, address hesitations. The difference between copywriting and poetry or any other type of writing is that your goal is to prompt an action from the reader. And in most cases, that action is to buy your product. If you're not addressing your reader's hesitations about your product, you won't get very far in that goal. This goes back to knowing your shoppers really, really well, which I talk about a lot on this channel. You need to know all common hesitations that your readers have and proactively address them in your emails, on your product pages, and in the rest of your marketing. Here are the 4 most common hesitations that shoppers have. Is this worth the price? Will it do what it says it does? Will it work for me? And if I have issues, will it be easy to get proper support? Sometimes it's a good idea to be direct and address big hesitations head on. Look at this email that my team created for the Incrediware's abandoned checkout flow. The headline reads, $50 for a knee sleeve? Look at what we're doing here. We're voicing the question that's ringing in our shoppers' heads and using the exact same wording that they're probably using in their head. Then we proceed to increase the perceived value of the product by describing its effectiveness, providing different kinds of social proof, and mentioning the happiness guarantee that makes this purchase risk-free for the customer. And that's how it's done. Again, you don't have to be and probably shouldn't be this direct every time, but you should address hesitations by describing benefits, providing social proof, and focusing on customer support. Hey, was this video helpful so far? If yes, please hit that like button and the subscribe button. Both of those things help me a ton. And if you've already done that, then please write a comment and tell me what product your company is selling. I would love to get to know you better. Copywriting tip number 3, write in the second person. This is probably what I edit the most with new copywriters that join the team at my agency. Instead of saying our and we in our copy and thus focusing on ourselves, the brand, we want to be writing you and your. This shifts the focus to the reader. For example, instead of saying our products are the best, write your search for the perfect product is over. Again, people don't care about you or your brand. They care about themselves and the results that they get. By using you and you're focusing on them, helping them connect emotionally with what you're saying and imagine themselves experience the results that you're promising. When you review and edit your copy, just watch for pronouns and make sure that they're more you than us. Here's another practical tip for you. In your welcome email, it feels so natural to say, "We're so excited that you joined," and then continue talking about your company and your products and your mission. Welcome emails that perform much better turn that around and start focusing on the subscriber. You're in for a treat. You're in the right place. You've joined the community of 5,000 happy customers, and we couldn't be more excited. Try that next time and see how it goes. Next tip, make your copy scannable. We all know that people don't read, right? No, that's not actually entirely true. People in the consideration and decision stage of their customer journey do read, especially if the investment in your product is significant and they want to make the right decision. It is true, though, that many, not all, people don't read. But people do scan if they've opened your email. So your job as the copywriter is to make the email work for both types of recipients, those who read every word and those who only scan your email for a few seconds. Here's how you can make your emails scannable. Use headings and subheadings. Use descriptive CTAs, and keep watching this video to learn how to do that. Write short paragraphs, and use visuals and design to communicate information. Next copywriting tip, write fun CTAs. Clear and compelling calls to action, CTAs, are key to converting readers into customers. A strong CTA can make the difference between a reader just passively reading your copy and actually taking the next step and making a purchase. Writing great CTAs is both an art and a science, just like coming up with great subject lines. Your CTAs must be short and clear, preferably contain an action word, and also be fun. And it's actually not that easy to balance all of those things, but that's what great copywriters do. For example, instead of the standard "sign up for our newsletter," you could try something like "join the cool kids." This type of CTA is more memorable and relatable, making it more likely that people will take the desired action. At my agency, we love to use non-standard, fun CTAs as long as we can keep them clear. Clear over clever always. That should be every copywriter's mantra. Fun CTAs really help to differentiate your brand from competitors and build a more loyal following. So use the example that you see on the screen right now to inspire your own calls to action. Use sensory words. Picture this. You're walking on a sandy beach as the sun sets in the ocean. The warm sun is kissing your face and the cool breeze is caressing your hair. You can hear the gentle sound of waves lapping at the shore and smell the salty ocean air. Did you just get transported to that beach? This is the power of sensory words in copywriting. They allow you to paint a vivid picture in your reader's mind and create an emotional connection with them. When you tap into your reader's senses, you transport them to another world and make them feel something. And when your readers feel something, they're more likely to take action, whether that's buying, signing up for your newsletter, or simply sharing your content with others. By the way, sensory words are great not only for describing the benefits of your product, but also for making your shoppers feel the pain stronger, the pain that your products can solve. This email that our team created for Ruzel is a great example. The opening paragraph reads, "Dry, flaky, rough. Winter is a fierce rival of your face." This copy makes me feel the dryness of my skin right now, and it makes me feel the pain of not moisturizing and aging sooner than I need to. So don't underestimate the power of sensory words. Use them to make your writing come alive and connect with your audience on a deeper level. Write how you talk. This is one of the most important copywriting tips, and counterintuitively, it's often the hardest to master for lots of copywriters. Write how you talk. Casual, colloquial, full of pronouns. Just look at this before and after on the screen. The best way to make sure your copy is conversational and is easy to read is simply to read it out loud. Is it hard to read out loud? If so, then it will probably be hard to read for your subscribers. Let's compare emails from these two skincare brands to see what I mean. Pause the video and read this one from Clinique. Catchy headline, snappy, fun, easy to read copy. I almost feel like this is a friend talking to me. Now read this one from 111 Skin. The headline reads too marketing-y. The paragraph copy feels heavy. It's too hard for me to process this information. And although I generally get what they're offering, it's way more fun for me to interact with the Clinique email, and for that reason, I'm much more likely to shop with them as a result. This was my list of 7 copywriting email tips to make your emails and your marketing better. Were they useful? Drop me a comment below and let me know whether you use these tips in your email marketing strategy or if I missed any. But remember, in order for your subscribers to read your emails, they first need to open it. But don't worry, I've got you there. Watch my video about the best email subject lines that you can see on the screen right now. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel to get the most useful information from my videos, as we have a lot of them coming up very soon. And I will see you in the next video.